make yourself more valuable. I know it's very difficult for us to talk about things like this today. In a world that is open to the social media, in a world that is open with everything that we can see today, like artificial intelligence and everything, and people are like in search of instant gratification, people are like in search of the first click. It's very difficult for you to say like, I'm trying to make myself valuable louder, because you're kind of being afraid to be judged of trying to do that. But at times I think the best thing you can do for yourself is like to look at yourself at the mirror and ask, am I becoming the best version of myself? Am I becoming the person I would like to see in 10 years? If I keep on doing the things I'm doing today, am I going to get to where my future self will be proud of me? Am I taking the actions that are going to lead me to where I wish to go? Most of us kind of run away from those type of questions because they kind of like bring us out of our comfort zone. But I think the first thing for us to do today in this world that is filled with a lot of things that passes off is to look at ourselves daily at the mirror and just constant accounts. Like, just try to ask yourself, like, am I happy with the person I'm becoming? Like, just any random time you can do that one. Like, am I becoming the person I would like to be? Like, if you're asked to grade yourself, like in a scale of 10, how many can you grade yourself? Like, looking at yourself right now. And most of the time, the answer we get is not very high score. Like, most of us know that we are not becoming the best version of ourselves. Like, even we are not giving in the maximum effort that we know we can give in order to become the best version of ourselves. And most of the time it's because we find ourselves in a comfort zone. We find ourselves in the midst of people that tend to make us think like everything is okay. At times it can be just because of your environment. At times it can be just because of the relationships you have with people, like maybe your friends and so on. Because most of the time we find ourselves with people that don't even appreciate us, don't even value what we're doing, and we kind of think everything is just like normal, everything is just like simple, everything is just like moderate. But at times you just need to get back, take a step backward and ask yourself, like, where am I heading to? Am I on a straight path? Have I even started the journey? Like, if I'm asked to give an account for the life I've lived so far, how is my account going to be? For years today, I've just been that type of person. Like, you just find yourself in an environment and you're just like happy with everything. You just think everything is okay. You go to bed at night, you get up in the morning, you go to bed at night, you get up in the morning, and you're kind of just saying like, I'm hoping for a better future. But recently I just discovered this story of personal development and everything, and each time I'm faced with myself in front of the mirror, I kind of like judge myself differently now, because I'm trying as much as possible to be aware of what is going on in my life. But I discovered like for years I've not been able to do that, just because I was in an environment that seems to be very comfortable and okay with me. But I would like you just watching this video today to ask yourself, like, am I becoming the person I would like to be? I know it's more of like a repetition stuff, because we have all gotten this, we all know this, but my aim is not just you listening to this, but that it helps you to take an action. Like, if you look at yourself at the mirror and you ask yourself, like, am I becoming the best version of myself? What value am I giving to myself? And if your answer is not that much, at least you know the things you need to work on. You know the things you need to work on. Most of us at times take the excuses that we don't know what we need to work on. No, everyone knows. Everyone knows. But it's just that at times we think it's more important for us to be in that comfort zone than to go out of the comfort zone in search of our true value, in search of our true selves. And most of the time, most of us don't even take actions because we find ourselves close to people that drains off all our energy. We find ourselves close to people that makes us weaker and weaker day by day. And each day we keep on hoping that everything is going to change, everything is going to change, everything is going to get better. Just a short story, I was discussing with this friend of mine recently, and I kind of asked him like, how is life? How are things going on your side? And he gave me an exact answer that I used to give before. Like, we are hoping for better days. And I asked, like, what are you doing so far? Because I know more of his routine. I know what he does daily. I know, like, he has a very normal routine. I'm not saying for you to get better, you don't need to have a normal routine, but he has a very relaxed routine. Most of you can even, like, relate to that. And I'm saying, like, are you happy with what you're doing daily? And he said, like, no. I said, like, will you be proud if you have your child, like, doing the things you're doing today? And he said, like, no. And I said, like, and you keep on saying you're hoping for better days. Like, how do you think the things are going to change if you keep on doing what you've been doing today? And I think after that, our discussion, he got up the next day, and I saw an improvement in his daily routines. Like, he started to give more accounts of the things he was doing. And I just told him, like, my aim talking to you is not like I'm trying to advise you on anything, because I know I may not be at the best level to advise you, but my main aim was just to make you to get curious about your own life, to become more conscious about your actions, to become more conscious about the things you do daily, and to say to yourself, like, if I keep doing these things that I've always done, I'm always going to keep getting the result that I've always gotten. Like, there is this say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If there is no work in order to improve what you want, there is nothing that is going to come just like that by accident. I like this Bible quote that said, like, you will reap what you sow. If the farmer don't put any seeds in the land during planting season, that same farmer won't expect the land to produce fruit during harvest. You only reap what you sow, and for you to be able to reap, you need to sow. At times you reap more, at times you reap less, at times you don't even reap. But if you don't sow anything, there is no even a chance of reaping anything. What are you becoming? How valuable are you becoming? What is your life becoming? Are you more conscious about your acts? Are you trying to give accounts of your daily routine? Are you more focused on yourself? Are you aware of your thoughts? Are you aware of the person you're becoming? Are you happy with the version of yourself you're becoming? If you are asked to grade yourself in a scale of 10, how can you grade yourself? Which value are you providing to the market? Which value are you providing for your own self? What are you becoming? What are you becoming? Make your why stronger, put in the work, protect your energy, stay hard. See you.